Power Project family, this clip is brought to you by cocaine. I mean the cold plunge, because they pretty much do the same thing. Enjoy the clip. Maybe the nutrition aspect matters, but it's not as big of a deal. But for life, for life, that's why we talk about what we talk about, because we know that everyone's out here just trying to live.
Yeah, and then like, does age, like, you hear about it, but like, do we actually know for a fact that like age like plays a part in it? Like, because you're talking about like a college athlete and then they gain weight. It's like, well, when they were in college, they were 20 years old. So it's like, now that they're 30, they're, you hear about, oh, as soon as you hit 30, your metabolism slows down and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, all three of us are at different ages, and I just feel like it doesn't matter.
I think most of the information, is on the general population. So what I'm always thinking in my head is like, I don't know if they tested me or if they tested somebody like me or like us, those listening that lift. Because that's where a lot of the information comes from. It comes from people like losing muscle mass, and they'll say, well, you handle carbohydrates way different from, being 11 or 12 versus when you're 45. But how different is it if at 12, in comparison, like, do we have a study in comparison of a 12-year-old weighing a very specific body weight, eating a very specific amount of carbohydrates versus a 220-pound male who was able to keep his body fat in check? Like, you may have made your body respond better. I'm not saying that carbohydrates are the only thing that determine your body fat, but I'm just saying, like, you might have optimized some parts of your metabolism more being in your 40s than you did when you were 12, because you just didn't have any knowledge of that.
Yeah, I absolutely think, like, when I got my DEXA scan the other day, I was talking to the lady who was doing it, and I was like, have people come in that, like, maybe they were a little bit later in age? Because they say that, you want to build up your bone density when you're younger, because over time, not only does sarcopenia, which is muscle loss, happen, but is it osteoporosis?
Osteoporosis, yeah.
Yeah, which is bone density loss, right?
Yes.
So bone density loss. But I asked her, I'm like, I mean, have you seen people who have come in who like just started looking maybe in their 30s or their 40s, and have you had scans to see if like they've gained muscle and bone density? And she's like, I see it all the time, because people always come in that are doing weight challenges or body transformation challenges. Women in their 40s that come in and they get a scan 6 months later and they have higher bone density and more lean body mass. Guys, we're working hard over here trying to learn, trying to bring our information to you, and we need your help. A lot of you guys watching these bites aren't subscribed, so just click that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can see when we continue to come out with this heat. Talk to y'all later.